I'm here to just come at you direct. My name is Kobe. Nice to meet all of you guys. And I'm just going to get straight to it. We're here to talk about the best movie made of all time. And I think we all know what that is. I'm not going to beat around the bush. Let's get straight to it. It's The Lord of the Rings or the trilogy. It's so hard to pick one of those films, in my opinion, because it was just a complete project that was done. It was directed by Peter Jackson. And was actually produced by Harvey Weinstein. I know we talk about the relationship between the director and the producer here. It wasn't the best. In fact, I'm pretty sure they're like sworn enemies at this point. Peter Jackson was actually a director that no one really knew about at the time. And Lord of the Rings was something that the idea had been thrown in the thought process of many big directors like George Lucas, Steven Spielberg, and guys, they all turned it down at this point in time because visual effects they felt like weren't to the point where they could really produce the orgs and the graphic things that needed to be made in that movie to make it come to life. And Peter Jackson kind of took it as like nobody else wants it. Here's your shot thing, and he took it and ran with it. So Weinstein and New Line Cinema, they kind of were the cash cow of it. But when it came to the relationship of director production, there was none. In fact, throughout the process of them making the movie, Peter Jackson was pretty much lying to the production team the entire time about what he was going, just because he wanted them not to be involved, and he wanted to kind of run his own thing. And, and there was this rumor or stigma that, they filmed all three of the films in New Zealand all at once. And once again, that was just a lie they told the production team so they could just keep doing it, because at first, the production team, they just wanted to do one film, The Hobbit. That was it. They wanted him to do that first. But he was like, no, I'm not doing it that way. So, he just got the money and started to build things on his own. And this mindset of, if the Fellowship kind of fell through and it kind of, flopped in the box office, they were just going to release the other two on like DVD or whatever. But obviously it ended up being a smash hit, and so Lord of the Rings, I mean, when it comes to best movie ever made, just look at from what movies were being made at that time. I mean, they broke barriers for visual effects, storylining, just the production overall of movies. And it set, I mean, box office records that are unbroken to this day. They won, Academy Awards, Oscars, all of these things. And there's just a whole plethora of trophies that come along with those films. So when I say the best movie, it's more like the best trilogy. But if I had to pick one, I think, just after chatting with some of my friends about it, and it's kind of cool, we had an open discussion, was, Fellowship of the Ring is probably the well put together most, if we had to pick one of the three. And it was kind of a back and forth between that and The Two Towers because of the battle scenes with that, but just the way the first film was shot, how well it was put together, I would have to say that arguably is the best film ever made, in my opinion, of course, but I'm excited to hear what you guys think and what all of your films are talking about. And yeah, that's it. Lord of the Rings. Have a good day.